We welcome you into WHCI here in West Hartford, Connecticut at Hall High School, home of the Titans, as they get set for a police versus fire match between the Red Wolves on the other side of West Hartford, and the Titans will reside right here. It's the crosstown rivalry match that everybody's been waiting for. This is a little appetizer of what's to come. The Mayor's Cup, of course, played later this season. It'll be the second meeting between these two squads of the year. That'll take place at Fondella Field in West Hartford, the home of U-Hart. Well, the Titans and the Red Wolves are getting set here as they go through the lineups. And we have tons of family and first responders here in attendance. Just a special game indeed, and it's always a fun time between these two squads. It's time to honor those who serve the West Hartford community. And for the players on the field, it's a chance for them to kind of lift up the stakes halfway through the season. We are officially at the midway point. There's only one more half of baseball, if you could believe it already. We've already played a half a season. This marks game number 10 of 20 for both teams. So it should be a good one indeed. Hall coming off a 1-0 loss to South Windsor, so they'll have that on their mind for sure as they come back home, try to pick up a win. And for Conard, they're looking for another win here as they come off of a W last time over at Conard High School. Well, it's the Red Wolves taking on the Titans. Police versus fire match coming your way next on WHCI.
That's probably where we got the 4 o'clock start. Players and coaches, please hold your positions. I'd like to have a catcher from each team behind a plate with a glove as we have our ceremonial first pitch, recognizing the principals from both schools for the recent achievements. Can I have both principals head out towards the mound, please? Representing Hall High School, Hall Principal Sarah Isaacs, recent recipient of the 2026-2027 Connecticut Association of Schools Outstanding First Year Principal of the Year. Congratulations. From Conard High School, Conard Principal Jocelyn Tamborello Noble. Conard High School was selected this year as the Connecticut Association of Schools School of the Year in Connecticut 2026. Both achievements are big deals, so hold on. Congratulations. Not to put pressure on you, but it's all writing in this pitch you have here. Congratulations. Players, coaches, you can take your back to the benches and we'll meet with the umpires and go over the ground rules.
Really good game last week. Yeah. Oh no, you guys had a great game the other day, I thought. It's Plainville. Yeah, that was a good game, man. I mean, you brought it out. You came to win, right? All right. So 9, 6 hole there. All right, very good.
I don't know if she's. I gotta find out who's doing it. Sometimes they pass it. Thank you, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Just a traditional DH. Off spot for the pitcher.
Very good.
Yep.
All right. Why don't you take us around?
Wise, the only issues we have, the gate over here, obviously, and the first baseline ball can skip through.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a gate for it, yours? Yeah. And then the only other thing is there's a little gap here.
See that?
Okay. That's the only thing. We haven't had any issues with that. I mean, and the only other thing is the ball can skip and go up underneath the windscreen and get stuck, but now the grass is actually in. It hasn't really happened, so it's possible. But otherwise, just dead ball, call it as it is, yeah.
All right, everybody's properly equipped, ready to play and understand sportsmanship. Gentlemen, if there's anything you want to talk about, just call time. Please come on out and talk to the umpire. George, anything to add?
No, just output foul balls on both sides.
Yeah, you got it.
Have a good game.
All right, good luck, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys. Good seeing you.
Good luck.
Thanks,
Yep.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, very good. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Some kind of
Yep.
I love the stand-up boys, but unfortunately today's game is decided by runs. Umpire for today is providing a course here. And the field umpire is
James, nice to meet you.
Let's play ball.
You got one? Yep, all right.
in off the top of the first for the Red Wolves. Number 4, Andrew Weiss.
And we welcome you back into WHCI. His first pitch is about to get underway here. Grant Davidson on the mound with the task for the Titans against the Conard Red Wolves. First pitch is in. 3:58, a couple minutes early. Scheduled for 4 p.m. as we get in just a few minutes early. It'll be Andrew Weiss, the leadoff hitter for the Red Wolves today. Looks at a strike there. Davidson, one of the Titans' more veteran pitchers. He is very used to being on the mound in big situations as Weiss grounds this to short. Toss to first is in time for the first out of the ball game. Weiss goes down with a good old-fashioned 6-3 ground out. That's Josh Gerdner over there at short, one of the everyday starters for Nick Sanford's side. This will be Jameson Lamoureux, the next hitter for the Red Wolves. Shows bunt. Oh, he gets it down that third base line. That'd be a foul ball. But that would have been a good spot to get on, too. Lamoureux tried to go with a nice bunt down third base line, and man, that would have been a great spot there. Davidson sets the 0-1. Swung on and missed at a ball in the dirt. Hits him there. 0-2 now quickly to Lamoureux. And the Titans outfield loving that. Can hear it over here from where we are in right field. They love that. In there for a called third strike. So Davidson gets the first strikeout of the ball game here. And it comes in the form of a strikeout to Jameson Lamoureux. Well, Colin Walsh will step on in. Walsh, a lefty hitter. I'll be at 3-hole in Corey Carlson's lineup. Swings and hits this one foul. Look out over by the Titans home bench. Taking a look at the rest of Corey Carlson's lineup. It's Ryan Cooney on deck now. Ryan Roach in the hole, followed by Declan Farley, Cody Fisher, Lennox Velez, and Lane Eney. This one is ripped right side and foul. 0-2 now. They're back-to-back foul balls. It's Hussey in left field for the Titans. Lou Sauer in center. Quinn O'Neill, the utility guy, in right. Of course, on the mound is Davidson. Gets a swing and a miss for the punch-out. 1, 2, 3, go the Red Wolves. Your defensive alignment for the Titans. We'll get that to you next time they take the field. We are tied 0-0 after a half inning. back here on WHCI as we get set for the home half of the first. The Titans and the Red Wolves in their first meeting this season. And 1-2-3 went the Red Wolves in the top half. It'll be Matt Lebrecht leading it off for Nick Sanford's side. He's playing DH today. And on the mound for Corey Carlson will be Wyatt Daigle. A strike there to Lebrecht. First time Lebrecht leads off at home this season. He's followed by Gertner and Kyle Sharkey, Max Hannawalt. This one is swung on and hit into left field territory. Will be out of play. Foul ball. So Max Hannawalt in the 4-hole spot, and then it'll be Quinn O'Neill, followed by Tommy Hussey and Matt Panarella. Then Lou Sauer, Jamie Alerte. That's how the batting lineup for the Titans will round out. Daigle sets the pitch. One's a bit upstairs. Though this is the first time they'll face off this season, this is the Red Wolves' second time playing at Hall High School of the year. It's issues with their own field earlier in the year. Ended up having to play against Middletown here. They won that game as a strikeout there on Lebrecht will be the first out of the game for the Red Wolves. Well, Daigle, he's a senior right-hander. And he throws right, bats right. And he's got a 5-pitch repertoire. Daigle can throw the 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball. He has a slider, a changeup, and he's even got a curve. Time called here. Josh Gertner, the batter now. Playing shortstop today. Be a ball there. This is a special game, of course, as both sides will be representing a half of the first responders in West Hartford. Conard donning the fire department. And for Hall, they'll be donning the police. Always a special game here every season. It's a fun time. Plenty of people here, and it's a beautiful day for baseball. Upstairs for a ball there. Gertner and the Titans have had great patience at the plate all season long, and that'll be something that Corey Carlson will have to let his pitchers know to watch out for. That one is up and in, so ball 4 there. Gertner becomes the first base runner for either side. And this one draws a walk. Gertner seems to be a walk machine. I feel like I always see him getting walked here at home. That'll bring up Kyle Sharkey. Sharkey, a third baseman. We've seen him pitch before, too. We've actually also seen him play second this season. He's one of many utility guys that Nick Sanford has on his squad. Quinn O'Neill, obviously the one that we've seen play at home in many different positions the most. Feels like Quinn's always in a new position. As the throw to check on Gertner at first is not in time. But Sharkey and many others, we've seen them play elsewhere too. Obviously on the hill and at second. That one is up for a ball. Sharkey most prominently, though, plays over at the hot corner at third base. Daigle getting set, checks over at first. Gertner leading off. Takes a big jump there. They'll throw back. Nothing doing there. Gertner playing mind games now with Daigle. Of course, the Red Wolves are very well aware of the Titans and how they run. They've got speed. Yes, they do. As there he goes. Swing and a miss. A strike. Toss to second. Will be not in time. Gertner is in there with a stolen bag. When we talk about the speed, that gets rid of the double play potential there. Gertner now moves over to scoring position. One away here. Daigle sets the pitch. That one is low.
21.
On deck right now, Max Hannawald, the second baseman. Hannawald, very fast player, would be a good spot to maybe try a bunt if Sharkey can get on, advance those two runners. Ball 4. They walk him, back-to-back walks. And now 2 runners on with only 1 gone. Max Hannawald now the batter. And we'll have a visit on the hill and a big game here. They want to make sure that Daigle is keeping calm under pressure.
Thanks, Coach.
As to not allow the Titans to strike first. Just the first inning here. Now Carson will come off, and now the catcher will have a chance to talk with his battery mate, calm those nerves down. This is a chance to tell him to just kind of take it pitch by pitch. I'm sure that's what Carlson was echoing there on the mound, just taking it pitch by pitch. And try to obviously be cognizant of the runners on base, but try not to let them get in your head too much either. Runner goes, pitch a ball. Both runners will break, and both runners will pick up stolen bags. Second and third now with 1 gone. That breaks up yet another double play opportunity now. Hannawald, the batter, looks at another ball there from Daigle.
Time.
Daigle checks over at third. Sets. He'll step off. So second and third, 1 gone here, and the home half of the first. Here's the 2-0. In there for a strike. Daigle looking to work his way back in just slowly. Daigle says the best part of his game is pitching.
Oh.
And a ball there, Hannawald lays off. And something he said he's been working on improving is his command and his off-speed pitches. And, you know, he's got a big repertoire of pitches he can toss. Would it surprise me if Hall didn't see every single pitch in his arsenal until later in the game, as this one is fouled off way out of play and over by the practice field.
Full.
As they will send for somebody to grab that.
What?
Daigle, a big spot here. The payoff pitch.
4.
And he'll walk him. So that will load the bases up as the Titans look to strike first. We've seen this story a couple times. We've heard Nick Sanford talk about it. It's all about getting those runners home. And it'll be Quinn O'Neill, one of the hottest hitters in the CCC as of late. I tell you, it's like his bat is just on fire at the plate. He's a utility guy and a senior this season. O'Neill playing right field today. The pitch to him. Set a ball outside. So we've seen O'Neill play behind home plate. We've seen him play third. We've seen him Now in the outfield, we've seen him DH. It feels like there isn't a spot where we couldn't see him up to this point. Swings in, hits this one foul.
1-1.
This is the heart of the order for the Titans. O'Neal, the 5-hole hitter. The pitch from Daigle. This one fouled off again. O'Neal staying alive here.
1-2.
O'Neal, a righty hitter and a righty thrower. A 3-sport athlete here at the high school level. I should correct myself and say a 3-sport varsity athlete. That one is upstairs.
Twos.
O'Neal, along with Tommy Hussey and Matt LeBrecq, were starters on the varsity football team this past fall. The pitch to him. Fouled off again. This might be playable. So we'll end up hitting the pathway over here near the practice field.
Still twos.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Daigle sets the pitch. That one is up and in.
Full.
Daigle sets the stretch. Up again, so he'll walk home a run, the first of the ball game for the Titans. As they now lead it 1-0. Good patience there from O'Neal. He's able to bring in a run.
That's the one.
And that'll bring up Tommy Hussey.
They got one.
Hussey, an everyday left fielder for Nick Sanford's side. It's the shortstop. Andrew Weiss will come and talk to Daigle. Take a look at the defensive alignment for the Red Wolves. It's Fisher, Lamoureux, and Walsh from left to right in the outfield. And then Ryan Roach, Andrew Weiss, Liamini, and Lennox Velez from third to first. Behind the plate, his battery mate is Ryan Cooney. And Daigle, of course, on the hill. That's how Corey Carlson's team sits to start the Police versus Fire game. One is inside. No, it'll be a ball.
2-0. Nope.
Another ball there. Hussey been on a bit of a cold spell recently, but as we tip the midway point of the season, they'll look to change that around. That's the beauty of baseball. Anybody can get hot or cold at a moment's notice. You just quite never know when it's going to happen. That one's in there for a strike. Bases loaded, 1 gone here.
Time.
Time is called.
What?
Tons of fans here in attendance on both sides. It's just such a special game when you have both crosstown teams here as the 3-1. He's in there for a strike, make it 3-2 now.
3-2.
And it's always good to see tons of families, kids out here. It's just a fun event. And it's a beautiful day for baseball on this Monday afternoon in April. The payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4, another walk, another run. As the Titans pick up a 2-0 lead. This is that patience that Nick Sanford echoes
Hold up better.
all the time. These players able to draw up good at bats and let those pitch counts high. We've seen it all season long. Some of the most disciplined batters in the entire conference, maybe even in the entire state, honestly. As that'll bring up Matt Panarella, the first baseman, one of the leaders of the infield. He's got a ball there. Panarella, an everyday starter for the Titans last season, and nothing has changed this year. The pitch to him. Just a bit high. Daigle creeping towards 40 pitches up to this point. He's about to eclipse the mid-30s. Pitches tossed. That one is outside. 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Still one gone. Bases loaded with Titans. Daigle sets. The stretch. Be a ball. He walks him and brings in another run. And here comes the skipper for the Red Wolves. 3-0 now. Well, this might do it for Wyatt Daigle's afternoon, as it'll bring the entire infield in. 3-0, the Titans lead it right now. And that will do it for Daigle's afternoon. So we'll take a break. We'll come back. Titans up 3-0.
What's happening? Thank you.
Reset.
Come on.
Now pitching for the Red Bulls, number 6, Sammy Weiss.
They got one.
Back here on WHCI, the new pitcher in the ball game for the Red Wolves. It'll be the freshman right-hander, Sam Weiss. And he'll have the tall task of trying to get the Red Wolves out of this inning.
Time!
And the bases loaded, only one gone.
Put.
That one's in there for a strike. Batter is Lou Sauer, the 8-hole hitter. And the center fielder for the Titans. Set a ball there. Weiss, a freshman who plays pitcher, obviously, but second base as well. Bats right, throws right. He's got a 5-pitch repertoire. Grounds this one to third, toss to second for one. Throw to first was a little off target. So they'll get one. But the twin killing can't get that. So just one out here on the fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Jimmy Alerte, the 9-hole hitter for the Titans. And he's been the everyday catcher up to this point, except for that first home game, the opener versus Maloney. We saw Quinn O'Neill calling balls and strikes for Hall on that game.
Good ball.
Oh, that one gets him. Ouch. Hit him right on the arm, up above that elbow, and that has got to hurt. Well, the base is back to loaded, and the Titans are up by a score of 4-0. So now they've batted around here. It'll be Matt Lebrecht taking his second cut of the inning. Looks at a strike there. Lebrecht, a senior, he can play pitcher and anywhere in the outfield. Today he's playing designated hitter. Throws right, bats left. Big cut there, swing and a miss, gets past the catcher, and the run will come in to score on the pass ball. The Titans extending their lead here. Weiss sets. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch. One is low for a ball.
1-2.
Lebrecht 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looking to change that. Weiss sets the pitch. That one is outside a ball. That'll make it 2-2. 2 on, 2 out. Here in the home half of the first, the Titans up 5-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and miss. Gets the punch out to end the inning, but not before the Titans strike for 5. 5-0 your score after 1.
What's that?
I love that out of the fire department.
Number 3 catcher, Ryan Cooney.
Back here on WHCI as we get ready for the second inning. Titans up 5-0 on the Red Wolves. Davidson out there after a long break for him. And it'll be Ryan Cooney, the batter here for the Red Wolves. Cooney, the cleanup hitter. Set a ball upstairs. Cooney, the catcher, he'll be calling balls and strikes for the Red Wolves today. Leads off there. Davidson gets set. The pitch. Swing and a miss there. Well, now Davidson looking for a punch out. Would be his third straight if he could do it. Of course, got back-to-back to end the inning the last time. As time is called here.
Nope.
And it'll be ball 4.
Just
That was a
missed.
close call there. But a first base runner surrendered by Davidson. Comes in the form of the cleanup hitter. And from one Ryan to another, that'll bring up Ryan Roach. Ryan Cooney gets on. Ryan Roach up to bat. $70 and sunny here in West Hartford. This one is fouled away. Davidson, the pitch. 1-1 the count now, a little high. So Cooney on first as the Red Wolves look to get something going here. Leads off again. It'll be 2-1 the count. Roche Jr., he could play pitcher, first base, and third base. It looks at a strike there for the punch out. That's his third of the game. Him being Davidson. That'll bring up Declan Farley, the sophomore. Farley, a lefty thrower, lefty hitter. He says the best part of his game is his hitting. We get a first look at it here today. A strike there. Here's the pitch. Oh, a little excuse me swing ends up being foul.
1-2.
As that wind really picking up now, man. But you know, on a warm day like today, I'm sure nobody minds. There's that dirt. The dirt is blowing up, kicking up. It is fouled down the third base line. Yeah, that dust picking up from the dirt. That's what happens when the wind gets pretty aggressive here at Hall. It could kind of be obstructing for both the pitcher and the batter.
1-2.
but not enough for the umpire to kind of say, hold on. Pitch. That one is just outside.
2-2.
Beautiful day. We was barbecuing over there on the Titans side. Tons of family over there. And over here on the Conard side as well, just tons of family. It's always so good to see everybody come out and support both of these guys. And, of course, the first responders as well. It's just a really fun game all around as he draws the walk there. On 2 aboard for the Red Wolves as they look to threaten here in the second. Brody Fisher. The batter now. Throw to first. They're going to call him safe.
Yeah, that's his call all day.
Fisher, a sophomore outfielder. Bats right, throws right. This one is popped up. Foul territory. Panarella almost grabs it there. Good play from the first baseman battling the sun in his eyes. Nearly got it, too. But it ended up going out of his glove. Okuni off second. Farley on first. The pitch. It's in there for a strike.
1-2.
A 1-2 the count now. This one swung on, fouled away. And it ends up going over to the practice field behind me. I'm over in right. We got 1 out, 2 on. Davidson sets the pitch. Swung on, hit right back to him. Tossed to second for 1, throw to first in time for the twin killing.
Nice play.
So that one hit right back to Davidson. He's able to grab 2 to get out of it. They leave a runner stranded. 5-0. The Titans lead it. Played 1.5.
I'm too old for this. I'm 18 now.
When you got to work 8 hours and then do this. Were you the one standing there? Over there on the. What's that all about, though?
Every year they do a standoff.
Just on this game?
back here on WHCI. That one is inside, almost gets him. Sam Weiss back out there on the hill for the start of the home half of the second. That's one on and hitting the outfield for a base knock. So Gertner's aboard. And he was a runner last time. He stole second and then third. Well, the Red Wolves expecting it, I'm sure. First base coach Scott LaRock probably telling him to just be mindful and cognizant of the fact that they're aware of your speed now. Toss to first, and he's safe. See, I mentioned there, and they're aware. He's over there on the mound. He knows. Kyle Sharkey, the batter here. He walked and later scored in his last at-bat. Toss to first. Check on Gertner. Nothing doing. Lennox Velez, the first baseman, a veteran first baseman. He was a starter last year for the Red Wolves, so he knows the deal. You know, and these guys play with each other in the summer as well. As Gertner goes, pitches a ball, toss to second, not in time. As Gertner is able to steal second there. That is Gertner's third stolen base of the ball game. Well, he's got wheels. He stole second last time. He stole third last time as well. There he goes again. The ball ends up getting away from the catcher.
2-0.
And Gertner first to third again. I'm having deja vu. Anybody else? Oh, Sharkey now with a runner just 90 feet away. And they got a good lead they're working with here. 5-run lead. One is a bit upstairs. Weiss, the pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Weiss, a freshman, but something he told us that he's been working on is getting ahead against these varsity batters. A freshman on the varsity team. He's one of Conard's many prospects for the future of the program. And he'll get to start with the new head coach and Corey Carlson, both of their first years. That's always got to be so good. A pitcher like Weiss, who's young and he's got some potential to work with, it's always good, I think, to be able to go all 4 years with your coach without switching. And he's lucky enough to have started with Corey, and they kind of know what it's like. They're both the new guys. And so they're kind of in the same boat, and that must be fun, you know. But a walk there, put runners on the corners now. That one is in there for a strike. Max Hannawalt, the batter here. Sharkey on first, Gertner on third. Hannawalt with a chance to extend the lead for the Titans. Checks over at first, nothing doing. Weiss, he knows these Titans can run, and he's keeping mind of that. The pitch, swung on, and up the middle. That'll score a Gertner, and only Gertner. Fielded up quickly by the Red Wolves, so Hannawalt's aboard with an RBI single, and he's able to advance Sharkey over into scoring position on that same play. So now here come the Titans. That'll bring up Quinn O'Neill. O'Neill, a senior right-handed hitter. And we've talked with him a couple times this season, and we talked with head coach Nick Sanford about him too. And this guy is a powerhouse at the plate. And I'm sure Corey Carlson has told his players to watch out for a couple guys. I'm sure Quinn was one of those guys. One of the better hitters this season in the conference. Weiss sets the pitch. One is low and kind of gets away from the catcher. He's able to corral it. So O'Neill has had a couple multi-hit ball games this season. He was walked his last time up, so still looking for that first hit. Swing and a miss there.
1-2.
On that, 2 strikes on O'Neill. Two on, nobody out. The pitch.
Nope.
One is just outside.
2-2.
Well, good eye there from O'Neill. Weiss sets. Checks over at second. The stretch. Swung on. Hit into right center field. Center fielder's going to call for it. He's going to make the grab. Sharkey will tag up and make his way over to third. So O'Neill, with the fly out, is able to advance Kyle Sharkey over to third base. Hanawalt will retreat back to first, though. He won't tag up. Now runners on the corners, only one gone here. And so that'll bring up Tommy Hussey. Weiss looking over at first. Tosses over there. Nothing doing. Titans up 6-0. 1 gone. 2 on. And Tommy Hussey, the batter. Makes a good cut there. Ends up pulling that one foul. Took that as swing from his knees. Hussey's got some power on him, too. We've seen him lift the ball into the outfield on many occasions. Toss to first. Still nothing going on. Hanawalt, a known thefter. He's not afraid to steal bases at any moment's notice. And Weiss knows that. He's being careful. There he goes. Pitch is swung on and fouled off, so Hanawalt will retreat back to first.
Okay, here you go. My bad. Yes, sir. On 2.
So Sharkey on third, Hanawalt on first.
What?
2 strikes on Hussey. 1 gone. Weiss sets. The stretch. Gets some looking at a 3rd strike there. So Weiss picks up the K. Make it backwards. And there's 2 gone now.
Thank you.
Well, that'll bring up Matt Panarella. Two gone, 2 on. Panarella walked his last time up. One is in there for a strike. 0-1 to him. Checks over at first base. Nothing going on there. Panarella, a senior first baseman, a lefty thrower, a righty hitter. Runners go. This one is lifted into center field. Oh, on the dive, and it falls out of his glove. Oh, that would have been a great play there. 2 runs will score as it falls out of his glove. Jamison Lamoureux on the dive, just couldn't keep it quite in. And Panarella will pick up 2 on a double. Wow, that was a good effort out in center field. Tried to flash the leather, and I mean, it went in his glove, but as soon as he hit the ground, it kind of fell out. So Panarella aboard with a 2 RBI double. And that'll bring up Lou Sauer. Sauer hits this one into right field. Right fielder calling for it. Walsh is there to make the grab for the 3rd out, but not before the Titans pick up a couple more runs. Through 2 played, they're up 8-0.
You know about this? They want to be mic'd up.
Oh,
Yeah, so I had that in my back pocket.
Stream, so if you wanted to go back to West Hartford Community Interactive,
Yeah.
they'll have the replay, so you can listen,
I will.
watch it back.
Take that up.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. They do like interview kids.
Yeah?
They talk about the game. They do a nice job. And I mean, they have the camera in center too, so you'll be able to see like center angle. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Boy, he almost came up with that catch, huh?
Yeah.
That I wouldn't mind seeing again if he caught that. Maybe.
Back here on WHCI as we take a look at the head coach for the Red Wolves in his first season, a Berlin High School alum and a 95 state champ here in Connecticut, a D2 baseball player at Eckerd College. He was the Northwest Catholic Lions head coach from 04 to 24, picking up 268 career wins, as well as 6 conference titles and 2 state champs as a head coach. That's Corey Carlson. The future of the Red Wolves lies in his hands. The start of the 3rd here. As the Titans are up big up to this point. Fouled this one off. Red Wolves looking to make a comeback. Chris, as you just saw, led by their first-year head coach, Corey Carlson. He sticks in West Hartford, trades in his green for his red now. At the West Hartford Baseball Hall of Fame event, he actually talked about it a little bit. He said that his closet it was going to be hard to change back to red, as you know, he had red with Berlin as a player, Berlin High School alum, but now he's got a lot of green in his closet. He said trouble will be getting rid of all that and trading it in for red again. And I'm sure now that his closet is probably gone with most of the green. Swung on, hit into the outfield. Hussey on a leap. Oh, man. Look at that play from Tommy Hussey. Boy, he has just been amazing out in left field this season. We have seen him flash the leather a couple times, and he gets it there on a leap.
Oh, we got one.
Hey, Hussey played on the football team, so he'll appreciate this. Sort of an Odell Beckham play, although he is a wide receiver and Hussey was a quarterback, so I'm not sure how he'd feel about that. But kind of reminded me of Odell right there with that little one-handed grab. Nobody? All right. Swung on and hit right to the second baseman. Hanawalt for the second out. And quickly, two are gone there. Velez and Heaney. We'll bring back up the top of the order in Andrew Weiss. Weiss looks at a strike there. The pitch. I went a little bit low. That one is outside as well. That misses. Swung on, grounded to third, tossed to first on a scoop. Is in time. Pinarello scooping up ice cream over there at first on this hot day for the third out. 1-2-3 go the Red Wolves. The Titans lead it 8-0.
Thanks, Coach.
WHCI, Jamie Alerte, the batter. Andrew Weiss still out there for the Red Wolves as we begin the home half of the third. Good to be with you here on this sunny Monday afternoon.
1-1.
We'll start the week off right with some Red Wolves Titans baseball. Weiss sets the pitch. One is fouled away.
1 and 2.
Well, 8-0 the score here. Weiss sets the pitch.
Nope.
That one is outside the ball.
2s.
Well, he lays off here. Alerte, the 9-hole hitter for the Titans. And he's calling balls and strikes behind home plate.
Nope.
Lays off on that one as well.
Ball.
Weiss sets the stretch. This one is grounded to second. Toss to first is in time for the out.
Thank you, sir.
Community engagement, including viewer feedback and online reviews, plays an important role in expanding the reach of WHCI baseball telecasts and connecting more fans with local competition. Bring us to the top of the order. Be Matt Lebrecht, the batter now. Well, the leadoff hitter for the Titans today. Swings and hits this one foul over in the shaded left field area. Well, over here, the sun is beating down on all of us. And over on the home side is a ton of shade. I'm kind of jealous, I'll be honest. That one is in there for a strike. It is a beautiful day, though. I'd rather this than the gloomy weather that we had sort of over the weekend with rain. That's yucky. Let's keep this weather. That one is going to be hit right back to the pitcher, and he was going to beat it out. So heads up running there from Lebrecht. Get him aboard.
You got that?
And now they'll have a conference on the mound. Weiss has been really good up to this point. Only a couple earned runs. But as far as, freshmen go, I mean, this is a pretty good performance from the unarmed. But he's in some trouble here early now in the third. One gone, one on here, and this is the top part of the order. And the ever so threatening Josh Gertner. He's had himself quite the day. A couple of stolen bags. And a couple of on-base appearances. Throwback to first is not in time.
Good move.
Gertner is 1 for 1 today. He also got aboard via the walk. And thought about going there, but Lebrecht will stay put. Weiss approaching his 40th pitch. Runner goes. That pitch is called a strike. Tossed to second. It will be a little off target. He'll be safe.
1-1.
So Lebrecht picks up a stolen bag. And now he sits in scoring position with only one gone. That's something the Titans love to do this season, is they love to eliminate the possibility of a double play ball if they can. And pretty much everybody on this team can run. And Lebrecht shows it there. He's not afraid to swipe a bag as he hits this one into the outfield. Gertner does, and he's going to make his way over to second on that same play. Gertner able to get their heads-up base running from the shortstop. That'll be a single, and he advances on the same play if you're scoring at home. And now with 2 on, that'll bring up Kyle Sharkey 1 out. It'll be Gerdner on second, Lebrecht on third. Weiss just passing 40 pitches tossed. He's at 41 right now. That one is outside. And it tightens up 8-0 here in the home half of the third. Police versus Fire game. And a fun event, too. I see the grill going over there on the hall side. Tons of parents over there, too. Families, kids. This is just a wonderful day for baseball all around. Weather's nice, too. That helps. That'll be a ball there to Sharkey. Couple of walks for him today, as he looks for his first official at-bat, technically, if you're scoring at home. Nothing for nothing in the score sheet. Weiss sets, checks the lead runner, and the pitch. And that one is going to be fouled. So 1-1 to Sharkey.
2-1.
Well, Lebrecht and Gertner with some big legs there.
Foot.
We'll look to maybe get home.
Time.
We'll have a mound visit here. This is a good time to tell you guys that prom's coming up. Make sure you guys find your significant others. If you got one yet, come on, everybody loves the prom. No? Good weather, fun dancing, hanging out with your friends. Make sure you get the prom.
21. What?
So Weiss getting set to toss. That one is going to be low. 2 on, 1 gone here in the home half of the third. Weiss sets. That one is softly hit back behind the backstop for a foul. Now 2-2.
Full.
Well, I know I mentioned it a couple times, but this nice weather has brought out tons of people. I'm seeing dogs, folks. I'm seeing dogs. I just saw a kid riding a bike. This is really just the stuff you love to see. The community comes together for this one special event. We'll do this again, too, later in the season. This one is fouled. Velez eyeing it down. Foul territory. He's there to make the grab for the out. And he'll run this to the pitcher. Yeah, we'll do this again later in the year of the Mayor's Cup. That'll be at Fondella Field at Uhart. That's always a fun event. We'll also have a visit on the mound here from the head coach. There are 2 gone, but with 2 on, this is a chance to maybe calm him down, make sure he gets out of this inning, and maybe also ask if his arm is doing okay. I mean, obviously, freshman, you want to be mindful of that. And it looks like they will. He'll take precaution here with a young arm on the mound. That pitch count was creeping up towards the half-century mark, so they're going to take him off. But a good effort from Weiss as they'll make a change on the hill, and we'll tell you all about it when we come back.
Here you go. Thanks, Coach. Two more. There we go. There we go. Look.
Back here on WHCI as Max Hanewald is in the batter's box to face off against Declan Farley, the new pitcher in the ball game. Farley comes in with 2 outs and 2 on. Well, they'll look to get out of this one. Farley, a sophomore, he can pitch and play first. He's a southpaw, who also bats on the left side as well. Hey, he's got a 3-pitch repertoire. He's got his 4-seamer, a curveball, and a splitter. And although he is on the mound, he'd tell you the best part of his game is his hitting. That one is inside to Hanewalt. This is the Titans' first time facing a southpaw in a good while now. Not too many players in the conference toss on that left side. That one is in there. Farley, the 3rd pitcher used by Corey Carlson.
Nope.
That one is going to be low. Hanewalt pick up a walk here. And that'll load the bases up.
At the plate now is number 2, Quinn O'Neill.
And that'll bring up Quinn O'Neill. O'Neill, the 5-hole hitter in today's lineup. A utility guy. We've talked about this a couple times. That one gets past. Everybody will stay put, though. Bases loaded with Titans. The pitch. When he gets a little bit away, the catcher only able to get there and save that one from going past. Softly hit to third, steps on the bag for the force. As he's able to get out of that one, they leave the bases stranded with Titans. They still are up 8-0 through 3.
You're all right, big guy. You're all right, big guy.
Yeah, I'm good. Just waiting on my guys to pick me up.
Oh, I see. I see. It looks like you had a little limp going there, big guy.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Thank you. Going at you, coach. Another swing.
Back here on WHCI as we take a look at what the Red Wolves have in store. The halfway point in the season, they will go and play Northwest Catholic. That'll be a fun matchup. Corey Carlson, obviously the head coach of Conard, used to coach at Northwest Catholic, so that'll be a good matchup. That's their next game. Then they'll go back home and play Lewis Mills before facing Farmington in a couple of games. The first one on the road on May the 4th. You see down there, we'll skip ahead that matchup against Hall. That's the big one. That'll be at Vondella Field. That's the Mayor's Cup. That's the upcoming schedule for the Red Wolves.
Oh!
As we are now in the 4th. Davidson still out there for the Titans. He's working on a shutout right now. Titans are up as the Red Wolves look to get back into it. It's the pitch. That one is in there for a strikeout. So Davidson picks up yet another and a strong pitching performance today. That'll bring up Colin Walsh, the 3-hole hitter. Walsh, the right fielder for the Red Wolves. Walsh is a senior. Bats left, throws right. And he says the best part of his game is hitting. And he hits one down the line. That's fair. He shows it off here with a single. How about that for timing? So Walsh picks up a single. That one got right down. It hugged the first base line, made its way into the outfield. O'Neill was able to field and get it in rather quickly, but that'll bring up the catcher and the cleanup hitter, Ryan Cooney. Walsh leading off first. That one is swung on and missed. 0-1. Cooney, a sophomore. He could play behind the plate or third as the throw to first is not in time. Runner will be safe. But he's also a pitcher, too. He plays both sides of the battery. Looks at a strike there. Cooney throws right, bats right. Something that he's been working on in the offseason is his pitch framing. He hits this one, and a left field Huskies there to corral it for the out. So a long out there from the catcher. And that'll bring up the 5-hole hitter, Ryan Roach, which is a third baseman. Roach, a junior at Conard. Pitch. One is high for a ball. Roach can play first or third. He also pitches, and he bats left, throws right. He would also say the best part of his game is his hitting. On the defensive side, though, he says he's been working on the hot corner in the offseason. Fielding grounders, playing at third. He's been practicing that position on the defensive side all offseason. So 2 gone, 1 on here in the top of the 4th. That one is high, ball 4. He picks up the walk there. Now 2 aboard. And here come the Red Wolves. That brings up Declan Farley. Farley, the designated hitter in today's ball game. He's also on the mound now, came in relief in his last half inning played. The third pitcher used by Corey Carlson. The pitch. Ooh, that one inside and low. It almost gets him. Kind of jumps out of the way there. Davidson in his 4th inning of work, up 2-0 in the count right now. This is his 60th pitch. It's a ball. Davidson checks over at second. The pitch. He's off. The batter lays off on a strike there. 3-1. Now the swing and hit. Davidson jumps and is able to grab it. Toss to first is in time for the out. So the Red Wolves leave a couple runners on base. And no score here as the Titans still lead it through 3.5. 8-0 your score.
What's up, Court?
Liam Heaney in left for Fisher.
All right.
Okay.
Got it.
He's going to be coming up first next inning.
Very good.
All right.
Here you go, here you go. Thank you, sir. Here you go, here you go.
Back here on WHCI as we take a look at Nick Sanford, the skipper for the Titans. He's entering his 3rd season here at Hall. He's a Titans alumni, the first-team All-State shortstop back in his heyday. At graduation, he was the program leader in hits, doubles, and games played. A career batting average of .424, second all-time at the time of graduation. And he was a D1 baseball player at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. That's the skipper for the Titans as they get underway here on the hitting side. Farley still out there on the hill for Corey Carlson's side. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Punch out
1-2
is what he's looking for here. He gets it on O'Neill. 8-0 your score.
Twos. 2 and 2.
Well, Hussey's 0 for 1 today. Swings and hits this one into deep left field. It's going to get down. Rounding first added to second on the slide, is able to get in there with a double. Hussey leads it off with a 2-bagger.
Oh, thanks.
That'll bring up Matt Panarella. Hussey in scoring position now with nobody out here in the home half of the fourth. Panarella 1 for 1 today. Farley checks over at second. The stretch. This one is grounded to short. Toss to first on a bounce. Not in time. Ends up hitting the dirt before going into Lennox Velez's glove. Well, Panarella able to beat it out. All that an infield style single.
Time is out.
Now runners on the corners. Nobody gone. That's going to bring up loose Sauer.
All right, here we go.
Sauer 0 for 2 today, looking to get on the board with a hit. That's a pass ball, and that's going to score a run. And moving up to second, Panarella. Hussey comes in to score, make it 9-0 Titans.
Just out of the, well, I mean, just get onto the grass, I think.
Nobody out here. Here's the pitch. That one a bit outside. Runner goes, the pitch, a ball, no throw. Panarella makes it to third on that one. So runner in scoring position, nobody gone here. Farley sets the pitch. That's in there for a strike. 3-1, they count to Sauer now. Farley nearing 20 pitches now. That one is upstairs, ball 4, so Sauer draws the walk.
You got it.
With nobody out, runners on the corners here.
Got it. Jamie's going to come back in? All right. What?
Here's the pitch. Nope, checks over at first base. Farley sets. That is fouled away.
Oh, two. Look. Heads up.
That one is going to get by on the slide. Safe. 10-0. They lead it now.
My
And
time.
the runner from first moves over to second.
We got 1 and 2. Play.
That's in there for a strike. Well, a strikeout there from the pinch hitter, Charlo. That was Henry Charlo, the sophomore. Well, that'll bring up Lebrec. That one is in there for a strike. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. 0-2 now. The one gone here. Lebrec 1 for 3 today. Gets him on the punch out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Farley as he looks to get out of this one. That'll bring up Josh Gardner. He's 2 for 2 today with a pair of stolen bags. Well, he's always a speed threat. That one is outside. 1-0. Runner on second, only 2 gone. That one's in there for a strike. Make it 1-1. The 1-1 from Farley. That's in there for a strike. So Sauer on second. 2 strikes, 1 ball. The 1-2. That's gonna be outside. So 2-2. Gardner slowly working his way back into the count. Farley, the 2-2. Swing at a pitch in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher. Throw to first. He's in time for the out. So runner left stranded on second. They get a run off a pass ball. 10-0. They lead it.
I believe so. So I've never seen a standoff before. That's my first standoff. Yeah. Is that getting more common or something?
I think so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So.
Nice one, Hopper.
Leading off the top of the fifth. Pitcher number 8. Liam Haney.
Back here on WHCI, a pinch hitter Liam Heaney in the ball game for the Red Wolves. That one is upstairs. Grant Davidson still out there on the hill for Nick Stanford's side. Boy, swing and a miss there.
Time!
Time is called here. We're in the 5th inning. Good chance for the Red Wolves to come back. That one's in there for a strike. They trail it by 10, down but not out. Hits this one up and out of play.
1-2.
Will land over in the practice field to our left. Davidson sets. Pitch. Fouled off. So Heaney staying alive here. Nobody on, nobody out here in the 5th. Hits this one foul. And that one ends up over in the lacrosse field again. Oh, he stays alive. Well, that's unbeaten down on the baseball field here at Hall. Hits this one back to the pitcher. He'll run it over to first to get the out. Oh, that'll bring up Andrew Weiss. It's in there for a strike. I mean, Lennox Valles is the batter here.
Nope.
Apologies for that. He is Lennox Valles at the plate. Valles 0 for 1 today. One is in there for a strike.
1-2.
1-2 the count. Davidson the pitch. Swing and a miss here. Gets him on the strikeout. And now quickly 2 are gone here. But Davidson, he's been so good today. His pitch command is on point and his control is right where he wants to be. He's in the groove, and when Davidson gets in the groove, it's hard to stop him. Heaney, the batter, looks at a strike. Go for 2 today. Fouls this one off.
1-2.
Ends up over in the practice field. I'm wondering if lacrosse, they're used to this by now. Looks like the boys lacrosse team over there. Good thing they got helmets on, Swing and a miss. Gets him on the punch out there. Davidson picks up yet another K. As that'll do it for the game.
Corey.
Take it easy. Good job.
The Titans pick up the win here in the police versus fire game. They get it in the 5 innings rather than 7, as they are up 10 through 4.5. That's the ruling here. So 10-0, your score. We'll have the post-game show coming up next.
I assume so. It looks like ours.
The grill is still open. We'll see you again next year. Drive home safely.
Back here on WHCI, the post-game show for the Titans and the Red Wolves. A police versus fire ball game here today. It's always nice to get here and have this fun event when these two teams face off. And today, obviously, the first meeting between these two of this season, and with the new head coach, Corey Carlson, at the helm. Titans offense, the story on this one, they were able to pick it up right from the start, and they didn't look back. 10 runs they were able to come across and score as they pick up a much-needed victory here at home in front of the home crowd. These two teams will face off again later this year in a big game, the Mayor's Cup. That's always a fun one to come to. If you thought this one was fun, that one is even more exciting, I think. And that Mayor's Cup will be later in May, towards the eclipse of the season, as this game marked the halfway point for both teams, the 10th game of the season for both the Red Wolves and the Titans. And both teams will play again later this week against different opponents. So it should be fun. The Mayor's Cup, that's the one everybody has circled on their calendar when the schedule releases. That's the one where you get the trophy. We do the fun pregame. We do the fun postgame. Trophy celebration, the whole shebang. And that'll be, of course, this year it'll be at Fondella Field in West Hartford at the University of Hartford Hawks campus. And that'll be a fun one. Today a fun one, though, where they had the fire uniforms for the Conard Red Wolves, and, for the Titans, they had the police uniforms they were donning. So just a fun one. And that'll do it for the post-game show. Well, the post-game interview coming up shortly.
Back here on WHCI with the starter and winner of today's game, Grant Davidson. Grant, you had a pretty good game, I would say. Only one hit allowed, a few strikeouts. Talk to me about what was working with you.
I just tried to get ahead. Thought I had really good stuff today, and just first pitch strike was crucial today.
How is it pitching against Conard? I mean, obviously it's a big game. We got tons of people here, tons of people watching online. Does that get to you? Do you kind of think about that stuff, or is it no pressure?
I think the energy was at an all-time high today. I think a lot of kids on this team are unsatisfied with where we are right now, and I think we're trending in the right direction. So just feeding off the energy of the guys, and I think that was crucial today.
Yeah, and this marks the halfway point. This was your 10th game as a team, and now going forward, this is where the playoff push really begins. And talk about what you guys are working on to kind of bolster your seeding.
Yeah, I think we're just focusing on unselfishness. This is a team game, and need all 9 guys out there to win. So I think that's been super huge, and looking to implement that going forward.
Well, thank you so much for your time. A great game from you, man.
Thank you.
Take care. That was Grant Davidson. He threw 5 strikeouts, 1 hit, and we'll talk to Josh Gertner here next. Josh, you had a pretty good game yourself today. A couple of hits, 2 for 3 today. Talk about what was working for you at the plate.
Kind of just staying within. Yeah, just kind of driving the ball to all fields, making sure that I'm just staying within, not getting too big because of the moment, just staying within and just driving the baseball all fields.
And you were this is like watching a track game for you out there. I mean, this is baseball or track and field. You were running around these bases, playing mind games with the guys. What, is there something coach was telling you? Or, I mean, we saw you theft a couple.
Yeah, I think that's just a part of my game that I prioritize is the run game. As a smaller guy, just kind of getting around the bases, manufacturing runs for my team, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah, and you're an everyday shortstop, obviously, this year. And last year you played a lot, too. Talk about what you're telling the rest of your infield crew kind of going forward to make sure you guys play consistently at this level.
Just staying focused because, honestly, we had some screw-ups throughout so far, but just kind of maintaining focus and staying within the game, and, yeah, I think we'll be good.
And you guys are runners. You ran a lot today. These guys run a lot. You guys practice that? Or, I mean, it seems like anybody at a moment's notice could steal a bag.
We have a lot of athletes on this team. Everyone can do it. Everyone can steal bases. So that's something that's really effective for us and will help put us in really good positions throughout the season.
Well, Josh, thank you for talking with us, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
We'll take a chat with the head coach of the Titans, Nick Sanford, and you're an officer yourself, obviously police fire game. Talk to me about how important this is for you. Obviously, win aside, just going into it, how important is this for you and your guys?
Yeah, I mean, for both, I was talking to some of the guys before the game from the firefighters and stuff. This is just a fun event for everyone. They love being able to come out here, support, they support Conard, we support PD Supports Hall, and just make it a great community event. So we've had great weather every year. It's been a great event, and it's been a success. So it's something that we look to continue to do for the next couple of years.
And obviously, you guys played well today. I mean, 10-0 shutout, but Mayor's Cup is coming up. That's the big one. I mean, we talked about it in the offseason. You talked with your dad about it at the Hall of Fame event. That's the one everybody circles. Is there anything you guys want to work on now that you've seen Conard?
No, we just got to keep doing, playing our game. We had a really tough schedule up to this point that kind of battle tested us. So if we continue to do what we need to do in order to win games, then we'll have good success. So the guys executed today. Pitched well. Grant pitched great. We played solid defense behind him and had timely hitting. So if we do all 3 of those things, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, and your tough schedule you mentioned, and your dad, I'm going to quote him. He said, no cupcakes, right? That's what he says. He said it to me a couple of times. He said it online, no cupcakes. And you guys have kind of felt that pressure, of the 4 losses you have, only one of them was not a 1-run loss. So only one, and that was to Southington here. So losing a lot of 1-run games, what are you telling the guys kind of going forward? A couple swings, and you guys only have 1 loss on the schedule.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of those games, one-run losses, but we've seen probably 4 or 5 all-state pitchers for opposing teams, most of which are not all playing in college or below in Division I. So we've seen some of the best pitching that we can see in the state, and I feel like it's prepared us, for the second half of the season. So we're looking forward to start conference play and see where it goes from here.
Yeah, you got a couple of good games coming up. I have to ask you, it's a couple games down the line, but Manchester will be coming here, and that's a rematch of last year, and you guys still got a sour taste in your mouth for sure. Tell me what you're thinking, with that game creeping up on you.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to say it's in our mind we want, revenge or anything like that, but that's a really good team, a really good program. They have a new head coach, but a lot of the pieces are still there. So, when I was creating our schedule, I was looking for teams that I knew were going to come out and play us hard and, would test us. So that, we're looking forward to that. Every game from this here on out, we're looking forward to because we only have so many left. So we're looking forward to it, yeah.
Well, Nick, thank you so much, and thank you for serving the town of West Hartford when you're not coaching on this ball club. So we appreciate it, and congrats on the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
From all of us here at WHCI, we do want to thank the first responders. We didn't quite get the chance to do it during the game because of the mercy rule, but we want to thank the first responders of West Hartford, those on the fire and on the police, and every first responder. It's very important to us that we know and you know that we thank you for your service, for serving the town of West Hartford. That's what this game's about. This is a baseball game, obviously, but first it's a thank you to those who serve and protect this town. Thank you to them, and thank you to everybody for watching. Dave Petrella, Matt Ory, Josh Michelson. This is Anthony Altamirano saying so long from West Hartford.